Time now for us to talk sports, and Muftau Nabil Abdullahi joins me in the studio. Good morning, Muftau.
Good morning.
Why that sober good morning this morning? What's happening? It's so sober. Why? How come?
You want me to be flying?
Let's talk. Let's talk about the UEFA Champions League.
You want me to fly?
No.
I just have to
We'll do this after the segment is over.
I know where you want to go.
Where do I want to go, Muftau?
I don't know.
But you just said you knew. Let's talk about the UEFA Champions League.
Yes,
the quarterfinal stage. And noticeably absent is my camp of Red Devils, Manchester United. We fell to Atletico Madrid, but they are going to be facing English. Actually, I felt we could have beaten them. They just scraped past us. I mean, looking at the scoreline, they scraped past us.
You see, one thing UEFA wants to do is to add clubs with certain pedigree or history in the UEFA champion.
Are you sure you want to go there? with a Manchester United fan sitting in front of you, are you sure you want to do this?
Because you people, you glorify history.
History is important.
Okay, let's talk about the fixtures tonight. It is Liverpool versus Benfica. Benfica surprisingly got the better of Ajax Amsterdam to qualify.
Surprisingly?
Yes. It's surprising because Ajax Amsterdam, from the group stages of the Champions League, they won every single match from that group stage.
Right.
And when they got to a round of 16, the first leg, they went all the way to Portugal and got a draw. And then they went at home and lost. That was quite surprising.
But everything just crumbled for them at home.
If you look at the trajectory of Liverpool this season, you're looking at a team that you believe that this first leg would be a leg that they would use to set the tone for qualifying to the next phase of the competition. I strongly believe that Liverpool have got the quality to do it, though this is the Champions League. It is a stage where sometimes you don't need your dominance of domestic football to do it. You can do it in Europe as well. Talk of Chelsea, for instance, when they were struggling under Frank Lampard.
Right.
Comes in Thomas
Tuchel, and then they go on to win the Champions League.
2012.
The Club World Cup.
Yes, the Club World Cup 2012, similar thing under Andy Villas-Boas. Then Roberto Matteo came in, led them to win the Champions League. Di Matteo, yeah. Right. So you look at the European football and you want to compare that to that of domestic competition and you might get it wrong. But I do think that Liverpool have got the quality to do it. I think the big game, however, would be the Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid contest.
Exactly. Pep Guardiola has been speaking about that.
And these are managers with two contrasting tales of football. You're looking at Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone, who always preferred to keep it locked.
Right.
And look at a Manchester City manager in Pep Guardiola, who wants to play some kind of intricate football, knock the ball around, create the opportunities. Would that happen against Atletico Madrid? Many people would say that you expect them to limit the chances of Manchester City in tonight's contest. They would like to go back to Wanda Metropolitano with an advantage of qualifying to the next phase, which is the semi-final. But I do think that it's going to be a tough night. I'm not sure Manchester City will have the better of Atletico Madrid.
You're not sure?
I'm not too sure.
And it's interesting, isn't it? Because against English opposition, they've been pretty tricky. A very tricky, pot of soup to deal with.
I remember, was it 2014, when Jose Mourinho made a turn to Chelsea. They came to Stamford Bridge, they won 3-1 and progressed. Then they had the better of Liverpool as well.
Exactly.
So
they've had the better of Manchester United.
So you are looking at a side that is very familiar to the English atmosphere. And you can tell that this is an opportunity they would like to take. But I do think that Manchester City, having lost the final last season, will be more hungrier to go for it. Atletico Madrid have had their own pains as well. They lost it back-to-back to Real Madrid.
Yes. While Cristiano Ronaldo was still there.
Yeah. But now they've beaten.
But now I was looking forward to it, finding out. But I mean, it's not the same story. The squads are different, and the fortunes of the clubs are very different.
Two different stories. Let's wait and see what will happen tonight. But it's a game to enjoy.
All right. So what are your projections, or what do you think will happen tonight? Very quickly on the different teams.
Most often you want to push me to the wall.
I do want to push you to the wall.
Okay, I'll predict tomorrow morning.
No, not tomorrow morning. In the next 30 seconds or so, give us your predictions.
I think Manchester City will have a slim win over Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
And the other game, Liverpool will whitewash Benfica.
Liverpool whitewashed Benfica, the same Benfica that edged past Ajax Amsterdam.
Ajax Amsterdam.
All right, so Benfica versus Liverpool and Manchester City versus Atletico Madrid. Thank you, Muftau. We'll see how the cookie crumbles tonight.
I know you'll be watching.
I'll try to watch if I don't end up sleeping. Nowadays, rest very important as well. But those are the fixtures for you, and that's how we wrap it on Joy News Desk. Thank you for joining us. Stay for our next major bulletin at noon. Have a good one.